Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your host, Adrian Jackson. I'm here with my engineer and co-host, Donovan Jackson. Bro, how we doing today?
Well, we're doing mighty fine. Just here for another day of the podcast, second episode, we about to get it.
Yes, sir. Episode 2. I think we're gonna make it, but we made it, bro. We
Hey,
made it,
back.
man. They try to count us out. But nah, we here again.
Came out strong.
Yes.
53 downloads on the first one.
Yes, we're gonna keep going more. I'm trying to go for 1,000 right now. I'm going for 1,000 right now.
Wow.
So with that being said, we have a special guest in the studio with us today. Somebody who's actually been rocking with me for a long time. I really admire her, and I really love her self-discipline. And that's what we're going to talk about today for our topic is self-discipline. So I'd like to bring to the stage Miss Mellicia Robertson.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate you guys for asking me to come and join you on this podcast. And I definitely hope it goes to where you want it to go. And you're going to get your 1,000 downloads that you
1,000.
want.
1,000. We're going
And
for
more.
1,000. We're going for 1,000. We're going to hit it too. I appreciate you talking that to existence, Shay.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. You doing good today, though?
I am doing fine. Another day at the office. But now I'm here.
Okay.
So we're going to do this.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yes.
We're gonna have fun with it. We about to just roll with this. So, let me get started. The reason I brought you here today, Shay, is because I know you've been on this amazing workout routine, this whole transformation of your body, your mental, all of that. And I know I've been seeing the dedication. You've been going to the gym, almost 3 times a week for sure, if not more than that. You've been drinking gallons of water every single day. You've been changing up your diet. You've been watching your salt. You've been doing just everything to transform yourself. And I know that takes like an amazing amount of self-discipline. And listening to a lot of Napoleon Hill and some John Maxwell, self-discipline is one of the biggest things that can get you to the next level. So I just want to talk about, your journey on this whole self-discipline routine that you've been going on. So what really got you started? What really got you to want to take this journey?
Well, I can definitely say that every year I make a vision board.
Okay.
And every year my goal is on my vision board, I put fitness on my vision board. I can say that every year that I have done that. I can say that every year prior to last year, I fell short. Primarily because I wasn't consistent, I wasn't motivated. I would be motivated in the beginning, but eventually I would fall off.
Right.
Like I would go back to my old ways and my old habits. I think what really kick-started it for me last year was I did a Biggest Loser 6-week weight loss challenge at work with my coworkers.
How'd that go?
It kickstarted it. It kickstarted my motivation to keep going because, of course, I'm competing with other people. So I had that motivation to keep going.
Right.
But once the 6 weeks ended is when COVID started. So the gym's closed. I had nothing to do. And then I had a lot more time on my hands, I guess, so to speak, because I was at home a lot.
Right.
So because the gyms was closed, and of course, all the stores had sold out of everything fitness, everything online sold out. So there was nothing for me to do but run. My brother, he didn't work out either, but he ran a lot. He would get up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning and run miles. And I would be like, dang, I don't know if I can do that. But then he would have me to come run with him in the evenings. And we would go to Pearson and run, and my brother would just run. And here I am, I'm running at least maybe 200 meters, and I'm like,
out of breath.
But then I built myself up to it, After a while, I hate running. I still hate running. I hated running then, but I built myself up to it to be able to actually run a mile without stopping. And then when I saw that I could run a mile without stopping, that gave me the more, motivation to keep going and wanting to do it. So I would run and run and run with my brother. And then we got to the point to where we would go to Majestic Park and run the stairs.
Yeah, that's we got the kickball tournament at.
Yes, run the stairs and run down the hill that they have there and run back up the stairs, continuously. I think we would run up and down the stairs total of 8 times, but we would run up the stairs, run down the hill, maybe walk the curb, and then run again.
Right.
So that was a lot. And it increased my endurance. I would always be like, he'd be like, let's go run the stairs. And I'd be like, I don't want to go run the stairs. I'm like, I don't want to seem like a punk. Let me go run the stairs.
No, that's good.
So I would go run the stairs and we would do that. And then we started running also around the, around Lone Mountain because they have that trail over there. I've never completed running that whole loop, but we would do that. And then we would go hiking. Just to stay active,
right.
Because there was nothing else to do.
Right, so your brother was the main factor to really push you to get to that level.
My brother definitely when COVID hit, but it started with that Biggest Loser challenge. Now, I did not win that challenge, let's say that. I didn't get discouraged though,
right.
Because I saw like the capabilities of my body and what I could do, and that I could be disciplined.
Right.
Because I would start, but then I would stop.
Right.
So I knew I had that discipline to eat right, to cut out sugar, to cut out the sweets, because I love cookies, like baked cookies fresh hot out the oven. I love cookies, okay? I love sweet tea with lemonade, okay?
Yep.
I stopped drinking that.
No more dirty water? I can't do
it. And another thing, like, at the end of 2019, I told myself I wasn't going to drink anymore. So I cut out alcohol, too.
Okay.
So that played probably a major factor in it as well.
I like it. I like it. So you really had to just start taking out a lot of things out your life that you love, but wasn't good for you.
Right.
Yeah,
but then because I knew I had a vision, like I had this mindset of where I wanted to go. Like I knew I wanted to lose weight, but I didn't think it would get to the point to where I am now, I wanted to drop some weight. When I was in that Biggest Loser challenge, like I was seeing my coworkers losing like 7 to 10 pounds a week.
Right.
And here I am dropping like 2 to 3 pounds a week. Sometimes not even any pounds at all. So then I was like, well, dang.
I gotta change something.
What are they doing? Like, are they starving themselves? Like, I'm not about to starve myself because I gotta eat. But I don't know what they was doing. This lady lost like 40 pounds in 6 weeks, and I was like, what the fuck? How is she doing that? But I lost a total of 15 pounds.
Okay.
And that was it.
That's it. I mean, so...
Then I just went from there.
I mean, so it was good, though, because the Biggest Loser, it wasn't really... Yes, it was a competition with other people, and you were using, like, your brother to have him push you, but at the same time, it was really more of a transformation for yourself. Because it really taught you more about, if they can do it, I can do it too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I like that. I really like that. So,
I mean, my brother played a part in me staying active, but I will say my best friend, Trey, is the voice behind the reason.
Right.
I will say that he stayed on me, like pushed me to no point. Like he challenged me on Apple Watch because we are
friends on Apple Watch.
Friends on Apple Watch. So he would send me challenges to challenge him. So I'm like, dang, I gotta beat him. Like he beat me, I beat him. So we would go back and forth, and he would send me random texts like, make sure you get a workout in today, or make sure you do some sit-ups. Or sometimes I would just be sitting there, he'd be like, hit some sit-ups.
Right.
Get some squats in. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Watching me.
Do it, right.
And even sometimes when he'd be like, make sure you hit the gym today. I didn't have plans on going to the gym, but I'm like, well, damn, now he told me make sure I hit the gym. He can see if I go to the gym or not. Now I gotta go to the gym.
Right.
Or I gotta do some kind of activity to be active.
Active.
So he can see it. But he definitely pushed me. And like, sometimes we have our days to where mentally, like, we're just not there. We don't want to do it.
Right.
And like, if I tell him that, he's understanding, and not to the point to where, no, you still need to do it.
Right.
But then sometimes he'll be like, nah, you need to get up.
Yeah, no, that's
you
good.
need to do something.
That's good because you got a solid support system there. Like you really have a lot of people around you that keep pushing you to keep getting to that next level.
Absolutely.
And you absorb it. That's good that you don't fight it off. Because a lot of people, the support system comes to push them and they don't want to accept that push. They're like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Or Yeah, that idea that they're being pushed, they just don't want to accept that push. They feel like, oh, you're gonna push me to do it or make me do it. No, I'm not gonna do it now. But you looked at it the opposite way of they're trying to help me out. They're not trying to bring me down. They're just trying to make me better.
Right.
That's really good. That's really good. So, what else do you do to stay positive then, other than your support system? Like, do you have like some mottos you say to yourself in your head, or do you look yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, I need to fix this right now. Let me get into the gym. Or like, what do you do?
I mean, I look at myself daily, every day in the mirror. I will say, like, when I first started, I didn't see a change in myself in looking in the mirror because I see myself every day.
Of course.
So I had to take pictures to see the difference. And honestly, I took pictures when I first started in January, and I didn't take pictures until May. And that's when I saw a difference, like...
That's deep.
Bitch, what? You did what? And I was like floored because I see myself every day. So I wasn't seeing a change.
Right.
Like the scale wasn't moving. So I was like, well, dang. But then I see it on pictures and I'm like,
yeah,
that's me.
Yeah, the change is there for sure.
Yeah, but that was motivation too. Like, okay, I can keep doing this.
Right.
And then when I started doing it, I guess along some way, I motivated and encouraged some of my family members to want to do the same. Like I had my cousins wanting to actually come and work out with me, or to help them to get on this journey.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say I got all my ducks in a row, that I know what I'm doing, but my journey has encouraged someone else to want to do better and be better.
Right.
So,
and I like the idea that you say you took the picture at the beginning of the year and then waited 6 months to take another picture, because it's like writing down a goal and then going back later to check out the goal to see if you really accomplished it or how close you got to it. And a lot of people don't do the go back and reflect to see how far I got now, and that's why people be ungrateful sometimes, because they don't even realize how far they've made it from where they were. So I love the idea that you were able to do that. So I guess my question for you is, what was the hardest change you have to make? Like, I know you said you love your sweet tea and your foods and stuff, but if you had to pick one thing that was just the hardest thing to be self-disciplined on, what was it?
being consistent.
Consistent.
Definitely.
Why consistency?
Being consistent, because sometimes, I will say, us as humans, we can get in our own way. Because we can get in our own mind and psych ourselves out of doing things. I still have that battle. Right. That's why on my vision board this year, my word, I pick a word every year to focus on. And this year, my word is consistency. Right. Because I want to be more consistent, and not just being consistent in the gym, but overall being consistent in my life. Like being consistent with being a better friend, being a better friend, a better family member, consistent with mental health, my emotional stability, being in the gym, just all around.
Right. Just life in general.
Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes we start things and then we stop.
Right.
And that has always been a downfall for me. Starting something and then stopping and then picking back up, but having to start all the way
over. Yeah, they always say. I don't
want to do that.
Well, what's a slogan in track? It takes you 3 weeks to get in shape, but 3 days to get out of shape. And that's exactly what consistency is. Once you stop for that one time, you just go float right back to where you were. And
I can definitely relate to that, but we can get to that at a later point.
I mean, no, let's get into it right now. So I guess my question was going to be, like you said, you have the self-doubt and talk. Like, what do you say to yourself that makes you stop or make you feel like, oh, I can't get there? Like, what kind of thoughts do you have?
Well, it wasn't the fact of I can't get there, because I know I can get there. I've seen what I'm capable of, or what my body is capable of. But once I got to the point to where I did lose weight and it was noticeable, I started getting the comments of, you too skinny, or don't lose no more weight, or if you lose any more weight, you're gonna fly away. If you lose any more weight, we ain't gonna be able to see you no more. Or your pants is baggy now in your booty. And that right there was enough for me to be like, well, fuck it. I ain't working out no more.
Really?
So from maybe about August to end of November, early December, nothing. I completely stopped. Because of the comments.
The comments,
like,
right.
Don't lose any more weight. And it wasn't the fact of that I was intentionally trying to lose weight, because once I dropped the 15, like, I wasn't trying to lose any more weight. Like, I was just consistently working out.
Right.
But then when people were saying, like, oh, you skinny, you getting too skinny, then you still losing weight, and I'm like, no. And to be honest, I hadn't stepped on a scale. So I wouldn't have known if I had lost weight or not, because after I weighed myself, I hadn't stepped on a scale since July. And I still haven't stepped on the scale. And I don't plan on it, because the scale ain't my friend, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, when people were saying that, like, I stopped working out.
Yeah.
Like, in the mornings, I was doing fasted cardio. I stopped doing that. And then working out in the evenings, I stopped doing that. I started going back to eating my cookies, drinking my tea,
Doing what you like.
drinking soda, like, because I'm like, well, dang, people say I'm skinny, so I guess I gotta put some weight back on, you know?
So did you get the other side though when you did have the weight? Like, were you getting the negative, like, oh, when you gonna lose some weight, or when you gonna start working out? Like,
I didn't. And that's the crazy thing. Like, I saw myself in pictures and I was like, dang, nobody told me I was getting fat. Nobody told me, like, you put on some weight, you need to step away from the table.
Deep.
Nothing. But then when I lost the weight, it was like, oh, you too skinny. And it could be because they was probably used to seeing me with a little bit more weight on me, you know? Or maybe just a little fuller than I was. But still, like...
Nah, I like it. It sounds like life, because it's like, once I start doing something good, the haters come out. You know, and it's like, how y'all just come crawling out their woodworks like this? Like, where'd y'all come from?
And you know what? My mom always told me, like, people are going to talk about you whether you're doing good or bad.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I wasn't working out, you know? Someone would have something to say. I'm working out, people still got something to say. So I'm like, okay, pick your side. Like, you gonna be on this side of the fence or that side of the fence, you know? So it's a lose-lose situation kind of thing, because somebody's always gonna have something to say.
Right.
But I will say, talking to my best friend and my cousin, Rihanna, she was like...
Shout out.
Yes, she was like a therapist, and I sat in her chair and she didn't even know it. Because, I mean, we would talk, like, over FaceTime or on the phone, but just being able to talk and get my emotions and my feelings out there was very big. Right. Because I, like, kind of mask those. So being able to talk to her about that was huge.
Right.
And, you know, she would tell me, like, Shay, don't worry about it. Just do you. Do what you want to do. So I had to, and even talking to Trey, like, he would say, well, I mean, you've come far. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
So I had to seriously sit there and think, like, fuck them. I put in this work. Nobody did this but me.
Right.
I did this work for me, not for anybody else. So I'm going to keep it going.
No,
like,
exactly.
Why stop?
So then now, did you also get the other side of it, I guess? A lot of people rooting for you or cheering for you as well?
I will say yes, to an extent. My cousins definitely played a big part in that. They've always been supportive, though. My best friend, for sure. You know, you get people that will say, I'm going to get on your level. Or they'll ask you questions about how you did it, but won't really say, like, oh, you look good.
Right.
Or you've come this far, like, I'm proud of you kind of thing. But they want to know how you did it.
That's deep. Right, they just want what you have, but they don't want to give you the props or what you did.
And it's not like you do it for the validation or for the the congratulations from other people. You do it because that's what you want to do, and that's what you want.
Right.
So it's not looking for the opinion of others.
Right. No, I like it. And that's good that you have to separate yourself from others, because like you said, a lot of people are going to get into your head and start just making you do those mental loop-de-loops because they think that, oh, you should be a certain way, or you should look this way, or it's kind of like my favorite thing now to talk about is like sarcasm, because they want to say something nice, but it's like behind an asshole attention. And it's like, you're not really being nice to me. You're just trying to beat me down. Like
That's not genuine.
Right, exactly. It's not genuine at all, and I fully understand that. So I guess what was the turning point to get you to start working out again? Because you said you start talking to Rayana and stuff, and she started to help you motivate, and you started getting your emotions out, and people started to help you. So what was the point that really made you like, you know what? I'm doing this. I don't care what nobody say. F y'all. Like, what was that really point? What was that super
I looked in the mirror and saw that I was getting my stomach back.
I'm going backwards.
Yeah, I was getting my stomach back, and I was like, oh, girl, no. That, and then too, working out kept me sane. Like, especially with everything that's going on with COVID and having to stay in the house, and with not being able to really be around like family because of the seriousness of COVID. I'm not going to say the scare. The seriousness of COVID. So it kept me sane, and honestly, I can say that now I feel like when I do work out, like I need to go to the gym because the gym is like kind of feels like a sanctuary for me. Like, it's my alone time. It's my me time.
Yeah.
Some people would prefer to work out with somebody in the gym. I would prefer to work out alone. Like, because it is my me time. And if I am working out with somebody, it is definitely someone there to help me, to push me to do better and challenge myself. Right. I was at one point working out with my cousin in the gym. And he definitely pushed me to new heights, to do things that I never even considered doing myself. He had me lifting heavy weights, and at one point I was thinking like, bro, I don't want to be a bodybuilder because I was leaving from the gym and literally not able to lift my arms up from this point. So I was like, oh no, bro, no, I'm gonna do this myself then. Just getting back in the gym and starting to be more comfortable with making myself uncomfortable.
I love it.
Because I feel like if I make myself uncomfortable, then I can challenge myself to do more.
Exactly.
And not be complacent.
Exactly.
I will say before I even got to this point, I would just go to the gym and do cardio.
And get out of there.
And be done. Or either I would go to a yoga class and be done. Now I'm doing cardio. I'm finding my way around the gym to lift weights. And I'm just like, yes, girl, you got this.
Love it. And then, so like, how does that just make you feel knowing that you're just driving yourself? Like, I'm driving my car now. Like, I'm not letting people drive me no more. I'm driving my car.
It feels great. Like, I'm pushing myself to new levels, new heights, like places that I never thought that I would be. Like, I was intimidated by weights at one point. Like, I ain't lifting no weights. I want to build a booty. Like, I want to get a bigger booty, but I ain't touching no weights.
Right.
And then I realized, like, doing research and having to read up on fitness and even following fitness models, like, you can't just do cardio.
No, you gotta do weights.
To build a butt, because you gotta lift some weights. Yeah. All you do is cardio, and I realized that too. When all I did was cardio, I lost my curves, like my shape. And that's how people was like, oh, you saggy in the booty because now you ain't got no booty because all you was doing was running.
Right. You just ran all off.
Exactly. It ran away when you was running.
That's deep. No, I love it though. I love it, Shay. And that's amazing. Like you said, you just took what you had in your mind, you really just brought it out to life. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up. You start doing the research on it so you can start being more better at it for sure. A lot of people, like you said, they just go to the gym and feel I see the opposite. You see the males, I'm just going there and bench all day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, bro, you all upper body, no lower body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Hart said,
I see men like that all the time. And they be posting, like, flexing. And I be like, I don't want to be rude, but I be rude. I be like, bro, you don't even do leg day. Like, are you working your legs out? Mm-hmm. And they'll flat out tell me no. And I'm like, okay, chicken little. Go on, chicken legs. Go ahead.
I feel it. So, how has the self-discipline and, you know, actually getting back in the gym affected other aspects in your life? Like, has it made other aspects better? Like, for example, your home life. How's your house changed at all? Like, I know food's part different in the house.
Oh, yes. The home life has changed a lot because when I go grocery shopping, I don't go towards more so processed foods or sweets anymore. I buy a lot of fruits and vegetables, and my mom lives with me, and she already knows the first place we're going to is the produce section. We're getting a lot of fruits and we're getting a lot of vegetables. We don't buy a lot of processed foods, but then once we get the food in the house, like, at some point she was like, dang, we should have bought some sweets, or we should have bought some cookies, we should have bought some cupcakes. And I'm just like, we should have. Because, I mean, I will say, like, during my time of the month, I crave sweets. Like, oh my gosh, like, I fiend like a crackhead. Like, I need something sweet. Like, I told my mom the other day, like, when we go to the grocery store, we need to get some fruit snacks because I need something sweet. Right. But it's just for that time period. And after that, like, eating certain things now, I'm just like, get kind of sick because I don't want it anymore. And even then, like, within my household, like, working out is also motivating my mom to work out too. Right. She had been going to the gym at one point with me, but then she had to stop because she had back surgery. So now that she's recovered partially from her back surgery, she's starting to go back to the gym. Right. So when I get up and go to the gym without her, she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna start with you on Monday. And she'll go, and then she'll stop. Right. And then she'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna start back again with you too. But she has her own gym membership, so she doesn't have to wait for me to go.
She can go on her own.
She can, but I think me going is motivation for her.
Yeah. And that's good, because it sounds like you said, you change, you got your mom working out, you got your cousins trying to get there. So it's like you are doing a positive thing for your family, for sure, just by leading by example. And I salute you on that one, for sure.
Well, that was another reason why I wanted to do it. I will say that majority of the women in my family are heavy. Like, wide, heavy. A lot of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, all that runs in my family. I've always said, like, I don't want those health problems. Both of my parents have high blood pressure. I don't want that. And I've been also looking for ways to get both of my parents to be off of the medication for high blood pressure.
From something more natural?
Yes. And maybe just cutting some weight down will help. Right. Or even changing their food habits will help. So that's why, like, having my mom live with me is a good thing, because she can eat healthier. I mean, I know she's capable of doing it. She's done it before. Right. It's just my dad that I have to worry about because he lives on his own and he is a sugar fiend.
Oh, wow.
And he eats a lot of processed food, so... Oh, Lord. I mean, I've challenged him before to stop drinking soda for a week. He did it, but you better believe he went. After that week, he went right back and got a Dr. Pepper, and I was like, Dad, you're not supposed to be drinking.
I fully understand. I need to. I got a lot of stuff I got to work on. I'm not gonna lie. Talking to you right now, it's like, yeah, I need to go throw my whole refrigerator away and probably start over.
Well, I mean, we all do, and I can say sometimes, you know, I have my days. Like, I'm not 100% on it. I have my days where I fall short, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna drink the whole gallon of that tea. Right. Kill it. I'm gonna bake all 24 of those cookies and eat them all right now.
Fresh out the oven while they still dripping.
Hot.
But they still gooey. I feel
hot, okay? And I'd be like, Mom, you want some? So I don't feel bad.
Fully understand.
Somebody gotta eat them with me.
No, I fully agree. So I guess my last question would be for you is, what are you still working on with your self-discipline? Like, where aspects of your life you wish you can probably transfer that gym discipline and put it in this aspect of life?
Well, I'm still working on being self-disciplined with the gym because, I just started back going because I stopped because of, the comments. But being more self-disciplined with that, because I know I'm capable of doing it. I've done it before. Probably being more self-disciplined with sticking to my word and doing what I say I'm gonna do. I can say, like, social media, I know I need to be more self-disciplined with that. Because I can sit and scroll for hours, but I need to pick up a book and read instead of scrolling. So I need to be more self-disciplined in that aspect. And I feel like it's a time waster because I could be doing a whole lot more with my time than sitting scrolling on my phone. Or being more active than just sitting there. Like, you don't even realize it when you're just scrolling on social media, like, how much time you waste on it until you look at the time and like,
dang, a whole hour passed already.
Yeah.
I was watching the same video over and over.
Exactly.
I feel
Or I've been going in between Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, back to Snapchat. That is something I need to be more disciplined with. I will tell you that.
Understandable.
And my eating too. I have my days where I just backslide. I don't want to eat no greens or no proteins. Like, give me some carbs.
Straight beef.
Some potatoes, some bread. Give me all of that. Like, I will say that I don't eat red meat. I don't eat pork. It's too high in sodium. It gives me migraines, so I don't eat it. But carbs, yeah.
Okay.
I need to be more disciplined with that. But I did too learn they got healthy carbs, so I can eat those.
Okay. So you're good then.
Yes.
See, and that's good though. So you're still taking the things you aren't self-disciplined with, and like, let me do some research. See, can I be a little loose with this? Probably. I like that.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yes.
But at the same time, that's what I like about it. At the end of the day, we're all still human. We're not perfect. We still got a lot of things to work on.
Of course.
Yeah, like just talking to you in general, I know I need to do self-discipline on my workouts. I don't know the last time I've been to the gym. I'm actually going Saturday. So I'm going to try to go Saturday and be sore the next 5-6 days. But we'll see what happens when I get there.
Well, I worked out, Monday, Tuesday. I didn't go yesterday. Yesterday was my year mark for starting this whole fitness journey. So I took the day to reflect. Yes. I took the day to reflect on that, and it was definitely an emotional day. Not only because of that, but because of everything that's going on in the country. Like, I just was like floored as to what was happening at the Capitol building. Like, how could that happen?
I'll trust me.
So watching that, it was like, what? How is this possible? You know?
Trust me, I got a little more. I'm a little deeper on that right now. Cause I'm like, yeah, something's not right. Something don't add up right. How you gonna come bust in the building and not get shot? But
exactly.
if you do it on Grand Theft Auto, you get shot right away. 5 stars.
Right.
So,
and with that, like, I just had to put my phone down away from social media and watch some freaking cartoons to decompress, because I'm like, fuck, this is a lot. Like, how are they allowing this to happen?
Nah, I fully understand. Trust me, I question it every day. I don't even know, but at the end of the day, like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I gotta do to get to where I need to be.
Right. Exactly.
So I was wondering, did you have like a quote or anything like that you probably been saying in your head often that keeps you motivated, rolling, positive? Anything you want to share?
One thing that I can say that I have taken from being on this journey is comparison is the thief of joy. Because a lot of times with that dang social media again, scrolling on Instagram, initially when I started my fitness Instagram, well, my journey fitness Instagram, whatever you want to call it, I only followed fitness Instagrams that motivated me and encouraged me to get to where I want to be, right? And I didn't follow anybody else. My page was private. So I literally only followed people. I didn't have any followers. And it was more so like an accountability page for me.
Right.
I started that page back in 2018.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I started it back in 2018 and didn't really
So
start.
you just added me like a few months ago.
Exactly. And I didn't start using it until last year. Like, really posting content on it until last year. But what was the question? Damn.
Any quotes you said?
Oh yeah, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So I would look at these fitness Instagram pages and be like, dang, she looks bomb. Why am I not there? You know? Or seeing people like drop weight fast. And I'm just like, dang, it took me all this time to lose 15 pounds. But then I have to realize, like, everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't put in the same amount of work. Everybody is different all across the board. Right. So I can't compare myself to someone that has been doing this for 3 and 4 or 5 years. And here I am a couple months in it. You know, and I have to keep telling myself, like, this is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. Right. And it's not going to happen if you don't put the work in. Right. So if you continue to sit down on your butt like you have been from August to damn December, you just going to be back to where you started.
Yeah, right back to square one.
So you got to start all the way back over. So I had to keep telling myself, like, Mel, you don't compare yourself to the next person. The only person you need to compare yourself to is the person you was yesterday. Exactly. And even then, you don't want to compare yourself to that person because you're not the same person you was yesterday. Like, you take the opportunity to be better every day. Exactly. So you don't want to stay complacent. No, be better.
I like it because it goes back to Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. And, you know, it's a marathon on the level of one. It's a long race, so find your pace and stick with it. And you're not running with everybody else. Right. You're in your own pace. You're in your own lane. You're running your own race. So, you know, born alone, die alone.
Right.
So,
and that's not even just with, like, fitness. Like, that's with, like, everything in life. Like, you see on social media how people will post, like, what they have and what they're doing. And you just think, like, dang, I could be somewhere else in life, or I could be doing this, or I should be doing this, or I should be doing better, or I should be at this place in my life. But no, everybody has their own journey. Everybody does things at their own pace. Like, you can't continue to compare yourself to everybody. That's just going to just put you in a fucked up space, pretty much. Yes. And that's just not somewhere I want to be personally. Comparing myself to the next person, so.
No, I fully understand, because you always trying to compare yourself with the Joneses, you gonna go broke, because you're not made like the Joneses.
In real life, because I ain't nowhere near the Joneses, and I ain't trying to be, because the Joneses can spend their money, I'm keeping mine in my pocket.
Amen. So, did you want to shout out your Instagram at all?
Yes. My personal Instagram is at Shay So Lovely.
Okay.
Do I need to spell that?
You don't have to.
No, we type it in.
Okay. and Mel's Journey to Fit.
Underscores, right?
Underscores. Mel _journey _to fit.
Got you. Like I said, we'll make sure everybody follows you and everything. But
I don't always just accept everybody to follow me on my fitness page, but I think I'm gonna open it now. Because initially, like I said, it was just an accountability page for myself. But since I have allowed other people to follow me, then why not?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mel, you probably don't. I know you probably try to, like, knock it, but you're inspiring people. You're inspiring a lot of people.
And see, you know what? I didn't look at it that way. Like, I know I got that from my cousin, because my cousin hit me up personally, like, help me. Like, you encourage me, you motivate me. Don't worry, I got you. We in this together. I got you. Yeah. So, anybody else, if I do inspire you, you're welcome.
Well, you inspire me, Mellicia. I'll tell you that one for sure.
Thank you, Adrian.
I wish I had the discipline you have. I wish I can transform this body. You know me, I'm a little fluffy still, so I'm trying to get there. Adrian, stop playing. I remember at one point you was in the gym before you got injured. One point, and then now I'm jiggling. But again. Okay, you stopped going to the gym because why? I can't walk.
Exactly.
I mean, I could still be doing push-ups
my
and stuff,
gosh.
though. I made excuses. My walking was an excuse. I could have worked out on one leg.
No, you couldn't have.
I mean, I probably could have.
You couldn't have.
I
No.
did.
See?
We didn't ask you, okay?
I guess it's never mind.
Yes, man. But yeah, Mellicia, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate you for being on the show with me today. I really appreciate you coming out here. Like I said, episode 2, part 2. And yeah, you killed it just now. I just want to say thank you so much.
No problem.
I really appreciate it.
No problem.
And we are talking about other business plans, so.
I got you.
Yeah, I'll be talking to you soon, no question. Yes, and I just want to thank everybody out there that was listening today. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, a great afternoon, and a great evening to come. Everybody be safe. Remember, you got this, and just keep swimming.